Hey guys, welcome back to Sixth Formula Podcast, the podcast built for sixth formers by sixth formers. And in today's episode, we're going to be talking about how to study.
This one's a bit of a cheeky one, I'd say so, yeah?
Hmm.
Is the Pomodoro technique actually effective, or is there a better way of studying?
Interesting question. So, I think, like, I get why people use Pomodoro technique because obviously, you're just, like, what do you call it? You're kind of giving yourself, like, an incentive to keep studying because,
Pomodoro is like 25 to 30 minutes,
yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
like 25 minutes study block followed by like a 5 minute rest, 25 minutes,
Yeah,
5 minutes.
yeah.
It's like you just keep going like that, right? Like I get the incentive of it because obviously you only have to sleep for what, 25 minutes. That's not that hard, right? And then you get like a whole 5 minute rest. You can use your phone, you can do this, do that, whatever. So there's like that incentive that comes with it, which I get why people would want to use it because of that. But I think the problem is that like scientifically this method doesn't really work because if you want to like really like lock in and like have like an effective study session, what you need is like a prolonged period of focus where you're just completely like zoned in and you're not distracted by anything. Whereas the Pomodoro technique,
Yeah.
it actively breaks up your focus in like half an hour chunks or whatever.
And how long would you say that you need to focus for?
Roughly like 90 minutes is like scientifically shown to be like the best. Like
Yeah,
if you go
I
too
low-key
much,
agree.
yeah, if you go too much, then obviously that like extra like however time you study is just going to be like diminishing returns. But if you study for like too short, you're not allowing yourself to get to that sort of period of focus.
Also, like, not even scientifically in it,
Hmm.
but like, it's 25 minutes, not just too short.
It's too short, and exactly
And then
like
5 minutes, that's like what, 20% of your study session?
mm,
Really, if you want to take a break, I think like if you do like a 90-minute session, you should take like a 20 to 30-minute break.
yeah,
Realistically, you'll be done
yeah,
after that, so you won't need to do anything more.
yeah, exactly, and that's why the whole principle of deep work makes sense because deep work is basically just like essentially what we just described, in like a
Mm,
90-ish minute work block
yeah.
where you just solely focus on the task at hand. You don't have your phone near you, you don't have any distractions near you, and then you can
Mm.
just focus on the thing. And then in that 90 minutes, you'll get so much done compared to like, like 3 hours of like shallow work, like just doing like on and off revision, just kind of not being
Yeah,
super focused.
because deep work with no distractions, you tap into the flow state. When
Hmm.
you tap into the flow state, you see like people like, like Kobe in it when he
Yeah.
was alive and when he was playing, right?
Hmm.
When you see him in the NBA court, yeah, bro, he was cooking. He was
Yeah.
cooking because he was in the flow state. He was
Yeah,
absolutely
exactly.
locked in. Even
Yeah.
with all the distractions around him, you just need to tap into this flow state. When you're in the exams, right? If you've done your GCSEs or your A levels by now, yeah, when you're literally in the exams, you're in flow state
Yeah.
like most of the time.
Hmm.
Maybe you might have like an on and off bit where you're not, right? But that's the thing that we're talking about.
Yeah.
You're essentially just like flowing.
But yeah, so I guess in summary then, like the Pomodoro technique, like I guess if you like really struggle with studying in general, it could be like a good way to kind of get into it, like get
Mm.
into the habit of studying. But I think in the long term, it's just not effective because you're like actively breaking up your focus every half an hour, and that's not going to help you
No,
achieve that flow
100%.
state. So I would recommend like deep work, 90 minutes, and then you're chilling.
Now, for the next question, right? Why is eating the frog the best way to structure your learning?
So eating the frog, basically, um, in layman terms, just means doing layman.
Layman's.
Layman's. Yeah, what same thing?
Layman.
Layman's in it.
Bro, you're saying that because I
I
said
said
that.
layman terms.
No, you said layman.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Layman's.
Okay, in layman's terms.
Layman's terms, yeah?
I said layman's bro.
Oh my god.
Oh my
This
god.
guy's deaf and he can't even speak English. And he eats frogs. I can't believe this is my podcast though. Nah, I'm joking, I'm joking.
Alright. So yeah, in layman's terms, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
eating the frog is basically just doing the highest leverage task, like first thing in the morning.
Mm.
So like for basically all of us, that means like doing our past papers, exam questions, Anki flashcards first thing in the morning, rather
Yeah,
than
yeah.
pushing it to like later on in the day. And the reason why that's the best way to structure your learning is because if you just do that thing, that studying or whatever, first thing in the morning, then you essentially just clear up the rest of your day where you can just spend the rest of your day doing other things because, we don't want to just study, right? We want to also, do like UCAS related stuff, degree apprenticeship applications, interview prep. Maybe you have like a business or something, obviously going to the gym, all these other things as well, innit? It's not just about A levels right? Because sixth form
Exactly
is a lot
right.
more than just A levels.
And I would say like A levels are the most draining thing in sixth form as well.
Yeah, and so if you can do that thing first thing in the morning, where you have the most energy, the most motivation,
Yeah, yeah.
then you can just get that done out of the way and then just do whatever else you need to do. Whereas if you kind of push it to later on in the day, you come back from school and then a lot of us are kind of tired already, innit? We've had a whole day at school.
Mm-hmm.
We've made so many like micro decisions in our head, which is gonna like kind of exhaust our like mental capacity,
Yeah, yeah.
and then that's gonna make it harder to like have the motivation to go and do the studying later on in the day.
You know who made a good video on micro decisions and like stress and whatnot?
Yeah.
Johnny Harris.
Who's that?
I'll tell you later.
Yeah.
The point is, right, eating the frog is essentially the best destructing tool for what's it called?
Destructing
Stress.
tool.
The best.
Destructing.
So essentially,
You can't talk to me about not being able to speak English, bro.
okay. So essentially, right, eating the frog is the best way to destroy procrastination
Yeah.
because you're doing the things that you don't want to do straight away.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, eating the frog like ties in very nicely with the whole concept of deep work, because like just getting up early in the morning to do your deep work, like that's what eating the frog is basically
Yeah,
about,
yeah.
right? Because obviously, like when you study in the morning, you naturally like are gonna be able to focus better because there's like less distractions. Most people might still be asleep in your house or something, and like it's just a quieter environment, and so that optimizes you to be able to do deep work.
Yeah.
So it kind of goes hand in hand with that.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
waking up in the morning, like quite early. I've started doing it more recently. It's actually really healthy for you as well.
Yeah.
When you wake up earlier in the morning, right, that actually like invigorates a specific part in your brain that allows for better deep work inside the morning. So then as a result,
What part of the brain is that?
I don't know. I know I've read the thing though.
Yeah.
I remember reading it. I don't remember the
Oh,
part of the
okay.
brain. Bro, like these biologists, they come up with any words, you know. I was watching a video on like Alzheimer's the other day, yeah. I'm not even joking. There was a section where it goes like stage 4, link up, whatever, right? Something larvae. I can't even say the word. So the point is, right, it ignites like a specific part of your brain that actually allows for better deep work. Better deep work, better grades in your A levels.
So, Harman, the next question is, does the science support blocking out multiple hours for a single subject, or is it better to mix multiple subjects in a single study session?
Now, firstly, right, I would say do one subject, yeah?
Yeah.
Don't try to overcomplicate it. Within this one subject, you must do different topics within it, right? Because then you'll be topic maxing, right? Topic maxing is essentially the idea that you'll be zooming into many different subjects so you can essentially get the best grasp of it.
And yeah, I agree with that, because like if you just do the same topic, sorry, like, especially for like if it's like a STEM subject like maths
Oh
or
my God,
further maths,
genuinely.
like just doing the same type of question over and over again or the same topic, it becomes very like repetitive very quickly. So you don't need to really spend like a whole study session on just one topic, but rather like, at least for maths, further maths, like a couple questions on that same topic will do, and then you can just do like other topics and kind of build up, your mastery around that whole topic.
Exactly, right?
Around the whole like subject, because like, a lot of the topics can like overlap and stuff, like you said, and so you want to like develop like a stronger understanding, and you do that when you do multiple different topics, and then you're able to not only study the individual topics but see how they overlap as well.
Also, is it not just quite monotonous? Like, you low-key go a bit insane.
Yeah.
You're just doing the same thing over and over again. Like, I don't know how you could do that personally. Like, I just get bored. And then I wouldn't even revise.
Yeah.
And like, you just fail at that point.
Yeah.
Like, so for the next question, right? We're gonna be annoying some people today, yeah? It's a controversial question, right? We've already pissed off the Pomodoro people. Now we're gonna piss off the studying YouTubers. So, how much should you study every day?
I think with this question, it's funny because like I think the question itself is like flawed, because it's not really about how much you study every day. Like, oh, I do 5 hours, I do 3 hours.
Guys, he said the question itself was flawed, but he picked it.
I know, but that's why I picked in it to like to raise the point.
Oh, I get it now. I get it. Yeah,
Exactly, bro. So like I think it's flawed because it's not really about like the hours you do. It's about the nature of your studying, which obviously we've already discussed, like doing the deep work, eating the frog, all that sort of stuff. So I think that's more important than the actual duration of your studying, because like I could do like 1 hour of like proper deep work first thing in the morning, and then that's like usually gonna be more effective than doing like 3 hours, you know, like in the evening when you're kind of tired, doing like shallow work. So it's not really about the duration.
It's
Obviously,
about
like, yeah, go on.
how you do it
But how
and
you do
when you
it.
do it.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, like the duration matters in some ways because like I can't study for only like half an hour, right? That's not enough to like pass paper. It's not enough to really do anything. But
He's annoying the Pomodoro people again, yeah? Even if
yeah,
they exist. I don't even know if they exist, you know?
yeah. But yeah, so like there's like a certain like minimum, I guess, which is I guess like about an hour I think is fair to say as a minimum.
I think
But
hour a day is chill.
yeah, so
Like,
like
if you're starting.
yeah, it's just I think an hour a day is just to like do the bare minimum, so that you can actually get something important done in the lesson, or in the revision, sorry. But I think like beyond that, it doesn't really matter like the duration of your studying. It's more about what you actually do in the study session.
You know, it's like hitting goals, innit? Like, bro, I never even thought about the time, you know, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I always viewed it like, did I do this essay? Did I do these past papers? I genuinely never thought about it with time,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. So it's like goal oriented rather than
Time
time
oriented.
oriented. Yeah. I saw something like that. The like for our age at least, like the most you can like tangibly do deep work for, the most amount of time you can do deep work for in a single day is like 4 hours. Like if you actually push yourself all the way to the max, that's like the absolute most you can do.
Yeah, yeah.
But like beyond that, it's just not. It just can't be deep work.
And that correlates with like before A levels as well. Like during exam season, innit? I
Yeah.
was doing 4 hours a day. Like
Yeah.
every day, innit?
Yeah.
Some days I didn't even do anything. No, but
But
to
was
be
that 4 hours like in one go, or was it like segmented?
segmented.
Segmented.
You
Yeah.
can't do 4 hours in one go.
Yeah. Exactly.
Can't lie, yeah. People that straight up just do like 10 hours in one go, yeah. They're actually the most stupid people I know, you know. And like, you know, I don't even care, genuinely. Just
Yeah.
think about it. You're not actually gonna do it for 10 hours straight.
Yeah.
It's just unrealistic. It's
Yeah.
better to just do the deep work, 90-minute period things, right? Because then that actually results in you getting a mental break, but also pushing yourself.
Yeah, it's all about the like diminishing returns, isn't it? If you do 10 hours, like you're not actually doing 10 hours, you're probably doing like 5 hours or 6 hours,
Even then, it's
and
still
you and
unsustainable.
then that other 4 or 5 hours that you're like studying, you're not really studying, you're just checking your phone or just doing random things. So first of all, like if you say that you're doing 10 hours a day, you're not actually doing 10 hours a day, and then that even that time that you are actually revising or studying,
Exactly, right?
it's not gonna be like particularly productive studying. You know, you're gonna be kind of distracted, tired, not in like an optimal mental state. So it's just diminishing returns.
Like people that do it, yeah, they're just larpers. I can't lie. That's the perfect word for them, honestly. They just
Yeah.
larp studying, bro.
But yeah, so essentially it's not really about the time they study or like the duration. It's about doing the deep work, eating the frog, etc.
Now, the last question, right? Are all nighters worth it? Because I remember you having some all nighters, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I have something to confess. With those all-nighters that I did, they didn't actually end up being all-nighters. They ended up being like me revising till like maybe 2 or 3 a.m.
What?
And then just being too tired to
Guys,
continue.
this I didn't even know this. You know, I'll be so real. Yeah, he's told me this for the first time. What the hell?
Is that's my point though, isn't it? It's like I said I was doing all-nighters, but in reality like I got up to like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. and I was like, yeah, I just can't do more. Like I was literally falling asleep on my desk sort of thing. And so I think first of all, like most of us are not actually like physically capable of even doing an all-nighter. And even if you are, I think again it comes back to our previous question, like, is it worth doing like 10 hours of studying? Because if you're doing an all-nighter, you're essentially studying through the night, right? So that's like probably
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah.
like 8 hours of studying, 7 hours of studying, whatever. And again, that's just too long of a time to study.
All nighter, it just messes up your circadian rhythm,
Yeah.
messes up your sleep, and then you won't even be productive most of the time. You'll
Yeah.
start doing shallow work towards the end, right? So then you got to ask yourself, is it really worth it? Like, cause you'll be tired in the morning. Your sleep will be messed up. In my opinion, it's just stupid, you know. I'll be real.
Yeah.
And that wraps up the end of the episode, guys. So we went over like Pomodoro, progressive overload, what's it called, eating the frog. And if you guys got any suggestions or any comments that you want to give us on how we could improve the episode or any ideas we could do in the future, just put them in the comments and we'll look at it, I guess.
Yeah. And yeah, we'll see you in the next episode. So yeah, take care and goodbye.
And make sure you stay hydrated, yeah?